So in Atul Auto, the program name is Atul Sarthi. So Sarthi, the name come from Mahabharata. If you know that Lord Krishna played a Sarthi role in Arjun victory. From there, we got the motivation. And in our MLP program, mechanics are playing a Sarthi role in consistent growth of Atul Auto. The core objective the core objective of this program is first is definitely driving the consistent business through trusted influencer. Since mechanic are the trusted gatekeeper for the vehicle owner, they are the influencer in the very real sense. When they recommend a brand or a part, customer usually follow their advice. So the royalty program aims to turn that trust into the consistent sales and long-term brand preference. So these are this is the core goal when we designed the program. Now the philosophy we follow is definitely strengthen the brand preference. So this is not just a giving incentive. This is giving a incentive for long-term benefit for them and the mutual benefit actually. Then reward behavior, not just sales. The idea is to influence and reinforce specific behavior. It is about building emotional and practical loyalty, not just a discount. Right? And then third one is definitely creating a network of advocates. So basically, mechanics on the ground are the marketer of our brand. Mechanic now become the brand ambassador of Atul Sarthi program. The fourth one is gathering valuable field insight. So with this right technology, we can track what's being installed, how often, to whom, all this data, which is a gold mine for us. And for our marketing team, our product strategy team, which we are now getting on timely to improve the offering, to improve the product performance. And then combat from the switching of a competitive market. So this royalty program are a way to build the stickiness even when competitors are offering product in a low price. So these are the benefits which and the philosophy we followed when we were designing the program, and it worked very well for us. So in initial stage, every day there's a new challenge. So scaling a loyalty program for the mechanics, especially in spare part division, presents several challenges, which include, start from the enrollment of the mechanic itself. So lack of awareness or understanding. This is the first biggest challenge. So what solution we adopted? We designed a very clear communication about the program value proposition. We conducted numerous different kind of ground level activities, which include, mechanic meets, nukkar meets, van camping, mega mechanic meets. It's all about the, giving the communication what we have created for the mechanic actually. So this is, how we spread about the awareness of our program. Then second challenge is, technology barrier, because there are many mechanics which are not tech friendly. So in that sense, we created an interface, a very simple application based program where, the enrollment to activation, the journey is very smooth. Then third one is, compacting priorities, because there is a biggest challenge to get a time from the mechanic. Whenever you go to mechanic shop, they are always busy, and they always think that, many companies come to their shops and, offer different kind of discount, but almost 99% nothing is working for them. That's the mindset they have. So we understood that thing. So we designed a very simple program where the enrollment to activation, it hardly takes 5 to 10 minutes. That is the journey.
Got it. Great.
Then the most important point is the lack of trust. Because whenever you go there now, so there is always a first question is, sir, ये काम करेगा? क्या मुझे मेरा रिवॉर्ड मिलेगा? So this lack of trust is available everywhere. So we build a credibility, a sharing success stories, testimonials for their own peers. We demonstrated them. So we actually used mechanic as a brand ambassador for to enter in a new market. So like we are very strong in Gujarat. Same, we created a testimonial, we created a video, and then we, circulated it in the Rajasthan market. In the same way, we, get a very good penetration ratio based on their own voice. Yeah, challenges in terms of retaining them. You asked about the enrollment and then keeping them into the platform. So lack of the regular engagement. This is the one of the biggest challenge. So for that, we engage them on regular basis based on the new updates, new part, launching messages, WhatsApp, and then there is a call center who regularly get feedback, call them, get the feedback. So these kind of activity we are regularly doing for them. And other things like program complexity, we made it very simple. Rewards. So reward is also a value proposition reward we created for them. Then we understood that in they have the experience that in a earlier organization they were not getting their rewards. So we have eliminated this inconsistency of reward delivery. We have connected everything through online platform, through technology, so that there should not be any doubt over the program working progress. And then finally the low motivation. For that we have created some gamification with the help of the tech team, and we offered some long-term participation benefit also. That's how our program worked, and it enrolled the mechanic, and it retained the almost we enrolled 4,000 mechanic in just 1 year of time, and we have almost 70% of activation level.
With the digital penetration at the rural market, with all the 4G, 5G services present in the market, the psyche of the rural customer has changed significantly. Right? Though the expectation, or if we'll say a current mapping of the customers in terms of profiling that we have in our books, that profile is getting updated on a very dynamic basis, and it is faster than the urban customer. If I particularly talk about the rural and the semi-urban India, the brand choices, those hinges on more than specs or price, they hinges more on trust and reputation. The word of mouth that a brand can create in the market, the after sales support as an organization that we can provide, a connect we can have with those with the customers at those brands. Plus, also we have to ensure that whatever we are doing, whatever communications are going in the market, they goes into the local language of the customers. It goes in a way that the customers or the community, the close community that is being held in the rural market is being uh, it's being welcomed by them, right? Yeah. And so for those customers, we are doing a lot of activations at the ground level, digitally, and BTL and DTL, both types of activities we are doing. Lot like for example, if I talk about one Kisan Mela activity we do, what we do is the activity goes in a very different way that how we see it in an urban market, right? There, if you want to enter into any village level activation, I have to do what I have to do is I have to identify the influencer or the serpent of the market who is influencing almost all the purchase decisions, right? Now, if I'm talking particularly about my tractor industry, for us as a car, like if I want to purchase a car, it's just uh, it could be even instant decision I could take. But in terms of tractor industry, it's not only a luxury that the customer has, it's also its necessity, right? it's a mode of business that the customer has, and he's investing a huge amount of money with us, right? And though in that particular life cycle that we always track the customer in terms of awareness, his consideration, his purchase decision, and maybe our future referral, right? So that we track it on a very regular basis, right? And so when we are doing that activity and any activation that we are doing, we have to identify those influencers in the market. We have to capture his space of mind, and then that percolates down the line from that level to the actual customer who's going to buy my unit right over there. So yes, and also it has to be backed by 24-hour support, because in rural India, or the farmer or the customer expect that if he is having any issue with his tractor or his unit, that is to be resolved instantly. The patience level that we have at even urban level, it is higher. But when going to the rural market, that patience levels diminishes, because for him it's not the thing that it's nothing that it's a luxury item. I told you earlier, it's something that drives his business. So he cannot just stop his business or his source of income because of any issue at on my tractor level, right? Also, then there are various instances, or there are, I'll say, there are some triggers that we capture, right, in terms of digital space that we do as an organization. We are having a huge digital footprint, right? Almost, I'll say, we are able to generate more than 6 lakh lead on a yearly basis, and that is one of the highest in this sector, right? A wider umbrella, right, a digital umbrella in which we have various applications catering to different types of reward programs that we are running in the market, right? Coming specifically to, I'll start from my end user, the customer, right? We have a Sonalika Sarthi program for my customer, where it's an application that is available on Play Store and iOS, where customer could go download an app, right? He could be my existing customer or an outsider also, right? And he can enroll himself in my program. If any referral or any inquiry that he's passing on to me, he's getting some reward points, and those reward points could be redeemed at either through some transactions that we have in terms of coupon vouchers that we have, or in terms of real value, real money, or from service that dealer could provide, right? So these type of uh, benefits the customer has through this application, right? And to engage the customer from this particular way, we are having a huge digital like spend that we are doing them every quarterly. Every on a quarterly basis, we are sending out a note to almost 10 lakhs customers down the line, right? And in that quarterly note, what we are we are explaining our features, our company's benefit of, as an organization, what value we have, the achievements that we did, and what benefits as a customer, if they are associated with my organization, they have. This is we are doing through digital medium. Also, we have a huge dealer team, right? Almost more than 7K dealer team is there in the market, who are running 24 cross 7. They are there in the market, right? And they are in touch with almost a base of another 6 lakh customers. So though whatever they are doing, so they are also sending out some WhatsApp communication. We have provided a digital medium to my dealer team, where they could use that digital medium to send out the WhatsApp, any particular video, leaflets, and all. Those could be passed on to the customer, right? So that these customers are also enrolled with us. So yes, one is we are communicating with these customers. Then there is an app where customer could really see what the transaction that he is associated with the company, and through this app he is getting a lot of information. He If he is an existing customer of mine, he could register a complaint also. And we also carry a promise 3 cross 2, right? 3 by 2, that is, any complaint that is being lodged by him, it would be reverted. Somebody would connect with him within 3 hours, and that complaint would be resolved within 2 days, within 48 hours. And we have almost an achievement of 95% in this case, so that 95% of my complaints are being resolved within 2 days. So that trust that we have built over the time, or I'll say the efficacy that we have built it over the time, has gained a lot of trust and reputation among the farmers. So we have one Sonalika Sarthi for my customers. Another is for my dealer team, if I'll come to, right? Before coming to dealer team, then there we have another program for brand loyalty for influencers, for my local mechanics, for the retailers that are there in the market, right? So we have a separate program, a separate app for them where they could enroll themselves, right? And we again, like I think so, Ratnesh also touched upon, like the mechanic, he has touched in detail on the mechanic front how they are catering. So similar is the case with us also, that though the adoption at the mechanic level is lower, but yes, I think in last 2 or 3 years after the penetration of 5G and 4G in the market, right? The adoption, we have seen a quite a increase in adoption among at the local mechanic, because now that his second generation is also there in the market, somebody his junior would be there at that local mechanic who is able to operate app, and they are able to take the benefits out of whatever we are giving it to them. They are able to take a benefit out of it. For my dealer team, again, there is a productivity app that is there. In again, he could see his performance over there, his daily movement. We are able to showcase his daily movement. We are able to share his route plan to make his journey cycle more efficient in terms of his coverage, so that, and we are able to even throw out the most critical inquiries which has the highest probability of conversion. We have built an AI engine at the back end which throws out the inquiries which have the highest probability of conversion, and that again has a ratio of almost 92%. So prediction efficacy, right? So this AI built tool, when we had handed over to them, it has proven a matlab, it for the DSP right now today, like what was happening today in tractor industries, they were going door to door in every village. They used to go there, and they are trying to find who is the customer who wants to purchase a tractor, right? Now with this engine built up and my digital medium, where we are able to generate almost more than 6 lakh inquiries on a yearly basis, we are able to segregate the most important or the most prioritized inquiry, and we are just showcasing those inquiries on his app, so that increases the amount that he could gain from my organization, also that incentive that he can get from the dealer. Coming to the dealer point of view, so this would be a 360-degree, where the last mile is my dealer, right? Dealer is having a view of his entirety, his association with the company, whatever he is doing as a business, what incentives he is getting, everything is being visible to him on a monthly basis. So we are the company who are able to at least provide incentive on a monthly basis. As soon as the month ends, within 15 days, we are able to credit the amount to the dealer. So that has gained that trust, and this we have developed in over last 2 years. We have been doing it, and this has again given a lot of, I'll say, bring brought a lot of transparency between the dealer and the organization. Because in earlier companies or other companies which I have seen, there is always an ambiguity in the total amount that he is being promised, and sometimes what he is getting, there is always a difference, and the lag of time that he is getting. So here, after this, all this digital medium that we are playing into, he is getting that amount within 15 days. The amount is visible on first of the month, that what he's getting, that is there on his app, right? And plus, then there are various loyalty programs that we have made various tires, right? According to the dealers, we have delight category. We have various categories where we have segregated the dealers on the basis of his performance, so that he could see where he stands on a pan-India basis and what he needs to do to move to the next level. So entirely covering the 360-degree point of view, that we have touched upon the dealer, his team, the end customer, the influencer, whatever is surrounding the dealer. We have covered all the major angles and all associated at the dealer point. And this dealer is being lifted up or mapped to my organization.